Okay, hi guys. Sorry I haven't made one of these for a while. I've been feeling very, very down recently. As you know, with Leanne, things haven't changed there at all. I'm still very much in love with her and I still miss her very much. I still cuddles the teddy bear every single night and morning, and I struggle to get out of bed every day, not wanting to let him go. That's this guy. So, as as I explained before, it's one of those things you completely life-changing event in the matter of minutes. It was a single phone call. I said the wrong things, something I shouldn't have said, hoping to help her rather than hurt her. I wanted to be helpful rather than anything else, and I really wanted to meet her that night and talk to her, see her and tell her how much I loved her and we'd go for a drink or something, but it didn't work out like that. I panicked and the wrong things came out, and since then it's very damaging for both of us, and it's very painful every single day. But I still love her very, very much, and I always will do, and I'll always keep every promise I ever said to her. So that's why I haven't done many of these recently. I haven't been out with the drone either. So it's time to get out with the drone. Now my counsellor has said, because every night I come home, I find myself at work thinking all day long about what's happened, what's happened in the past. It's very, very painful every single day. So I've been told by my counsellor to find things to do. So in the evenings, plan to go out with the drone or with my camera or do something else to give myself a plan. One of the things she also said was to learn something. Now, I'm not very good at learning anything. I'm one of those people that sort of, some things I can read through and I will pick up okay. Other things I will read through and by the end of it, I've forgotten the beginning, so I'm not quite sure where I am with stuff. So it has to hold interest for me. One of the things is to try and calm my mind. I'm never going to forget about Leanne, and I don't want to. That's still forefront in my mind because she's still the woman that I want to marry and have a family with and be with the rest of my life. So that's not going to go away. But so that I'm not so upset, it's one of the things I want to try and do is learn a task or a program. And one of them is a program called Ableton. It's a music program on the PC. And the idea was that I would try to produce or make my own music maybe for these videos. Now, it might be a while off, but it's a task of a long-winded process that the counsellor said you need something to do in the evenings rather than just sitting here or rather than just going to bed cuddling the teddy, that I could learn something. So, for once, I have a parcel. It's been a while since I've had a parcel to open, but this, hopefully, will help me to try and learn something new. And as I said, it's not going to stop me thinking. Of course it's not. I want to think. I want to keep thinking about Leanne every day. But it's going to teach me something. Maybe teaching me will be a good idea. It is one of these. An Innovation Launchpad. And this is basically a music surface for using with the program, and what it does, it lights up as you can see, and I'll do a proper demo of this when I've got it up and running properly. Okay, so also part of the learning with the music and the launch pad, the other night my brother and I took my brother out to a concert stroke DJ set at our local theme park, Dreamland. They was playing a Faithless DJ set, and actually it was a lady called Sister Bliss from Faithless that was part of it. Actually very, very good. It was great concert, gave us me a lot of inspiration for what I might or might not want to do with music. I'm not a musician, I'm very, very basic with it, so the stuff I want to do with it will just be purely for editing for these videos and for other stuffs. I would love to be able to write a love song on it, but for starters, my ex-girlfriend was never into techno, that sort of stuff, so I don't think it'll be like that. If I will name something, if I ever come to produce anything, it will be in her honour initially. But we'll see how that goes, and I'll just see how I get on with it. And I'm going to show you basically what the thing does and see what you think of it. Okay, so there's loads of music tutorials and videos on YouTube showing you what this thing, the Launchpad, does. The basics, I use a program called Ableton, and Ableton allows you to put in clips to the Launchpad which you then play. So if I wanted to play a set of drums, I would play, and then I can add noises and all sorts of other sounds. It also allows you to do light shows, so whilst you're playing you can have now, I'm not going to be doing light shows. So that's basically what it does. Eventually I will get used to it, I will learn, and hopefully I'll be able to play something to either, as I said, to go into my videos or as some sort of tribute or something like that. So we've got to see how that goes anyway. Something else, again, part of the motivation, one of the things that I've, oddly enough, didn't really come about through any real thought, is setting myself a target this time for my weight. I had got a little bit overweight, well, quite a bit overweight compared to how I used to be. And over the last 3 months, since May, I've lost about 3 stone. And that's got me down to a weight that I was in 2011. So I found a recent health report, and in 2011, in March, I weighed about 13 stone 3. Which I did weigh about 2-3 weeks ago when I last weighed myself. So I'm probably a little bit below than that now. And that was back then in 2011, was not long after I'd stopped smoking. So smoking had always sort of kept my weight down quite a bit. When I stopped smoking, I added more weight to myself. The way things have been, the way I've been feeling, and the way I've not been active enough, and I've not had an appetite, have led me to this way. But it's given me now a challenge that the first couple of stone that came off, I thought, oh, actually, you know what, I've been able to lose a couple of stones, so I just set myself a target. So I want to get back down to the weight I was. So I want to get down to about the 12 and a half stone mark, and that's the advantage of the Fitbit, but I can set limits on it and I can tell it what I've lost, so I can track the fact that I've lost 3 stone since May. I don't want to go silly, I just cut out chocolate and stuff like that. There's a lot of things I don't eat, and I eat healthy foods, things like that. I'm staying very healthy through it. It's actually quite good. I'm enjoying the fact that I haven't got that bulk, although it was kindly called cuddly. I'm quite happy to not have it. I made you a promise that I would never ever leave you, and I also told you I never wanted my life not to include you, so that I would always want you by my side forever and ever throughout my life. My actions on the Saturday night when I called you were not intentional. I never ever intended it to happen the way it did, and I am so deeply, deeply sorry, and so very, very sorry that I've hurt you and caused you pain from the things I said and acted that night. I've never ever wanted to hurt you. All the time I have known you, I've only ever wanted to care for you, love you and look after you, and I've never once wanted to cause you any pain, hurt or suffering. And I truly mean that. I am so very, very sorry for this. Every single day, every second since then, I have tried to let you know. I've been trying non-stop to apologise to you and to let you know that that phone call was not the way it was meant to be. It never meant to end that way, and I never ever wanted that phone call to go the way it did. The intention was to come over to you, hold you, hug you, and tell you how much I loved you, and that I never wanted to be apart from you, and that I would change anything I needed to change to be with you. And I have done nothing but try that ever since that night. Now, I hope maybe one day in the future you will be able to look back at that night, possibly with the help of the panda letter that I sent, or the email, the panda email. You may understand that I never ever meant to hurt you, and I never ever meant any harm for you through that phone call. That I truly, truly did not mean that to happen, and I honestly am so very, very sorry that I caused you pain and suffering because of that. That was never my intention. From the very, very first time that I had the courage to tell you that I loved you, I have never, ever stopped loving you. I've always loved you for every single second of every single day, non-stop, and that has never, ever changed, and there's never been any doubt in my mind or in my heart that from the bottom of my heart that I have loved you deeply, and I always will love you forever. I will never stop loving you, and I never have stopped loving you. Now, I know that may be very hard for you to understand at the moment. It's very, very difficult for you to believe that. Now, only you and you alone will know the things I said to you before that Saturday night, from the time I first started going out with you, first time we got together. You and you alone will know all of the stuff that I said to you, and how much I truly, truly meant every single word and every promise I ever made to you. Every time I told you I loved you, and every time I held you, how much I truly, truly meant that. As the same goes for me, the only person that will know how much you cared and how much you loved me is me. Nobody else will never ever understand that and never know that. And the same goes for me. Nobody else will ever understand the way I feel about you, nor will anybody else be able to explain the way I feel about you to you. Only you will know that, and only you will ever be able to understand that, and that I ever, forever and ever, never ever meant to cause you any harm, distress or hurt you in any way whatsoever. I never have done all the time that I have known you. And all I can say, if you've watched this far, and if you are watching this now, I can just say that I am so, so sorry. And I miss you so, so much. I miss you every second of every single day. And I truly, truly, honestly will never ever stop loving you the way I always have loved you from the start onwards. Thank you very much.